When my father couldn't do it because he was too sick, they became my surrogate fathers. They became the stand-in fathers. So you need to look at yourself. Think, what can I do to better the world? Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com, and IFBB Pro. But the thing in my life I love most, and the thing I'm most proud of, is being a high school strength coach. Now, I received a message, the team received a message from Coach Brody Failer. And Coach Failer is, in my opinion, one of the greatest influencers I've ever seen for anybody. For kids, for adults. He's a counselor at Ravenwood, and he's also the head wrestling coach. And what he's done to this program and how he's helped these kids and how he's helped this program and inspired an entire generation is something that I can't even put words to. And I received this message this morning, and on this channel, we talk all the time about mindset, about achieving greatness, about what we do in the gym, transcending us in other areas of life, making us better in the boardroom, making us better in the classroom, making us better as husbands, as wives, as sons, as daughters. And when I took on the position as strength coach at Ravenwood, I took it very seriously because a coach saved my life. Coach Miles, Culver City High School. I was going down the wrong path, and Coach Miles took me under his wing. If you know about me, you've heard this story, you probably don't want to hear it again. And that is why my calling in life is to coach. And when I'm done with all these companies, the Outright Bar, Tiger Fitness, Marc, why would you ever sell? Look, dude, every company, when you start it, you have to have an exit plan. It is what it is. If your CPA doesn't tell you to have an exit plan, then you need a new CPA. Look, at the end of the day, my passion is coaching. My passion is children. My passion is youth athletes. And I wanted to share this message because it's something that hit deep. And hopefully Brody, Coach Failer, doesn't get upset at me reading this. But it's something that I think I am doing a disservice to all of you by not sharing this with you. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to read this. Okay. I just had a great conversation with a parent about leadership and the point of all this wrestling business. We can all easily get beaten down by the grind of a wrestling season, especially when things aren't going our way. I'd like to bring things back to the big picture. I think it is a good point for it, especially with our younger wrestlers. Now, I do warn you, I cry when I hear inspirational sports stuff and when we win. I cry at every meet that we win. So I want to apologize if I cry. It's what happens. I can't control it. Winning makes me cry. It just does. It just does. I love winning. Every high school wrestling season, most wrestlers come across a breaking point where they consider quitting. You'll surely wonder whether the sport is worth it, all the pain. After all, why would anyone in their right mind want to put themselves through such physical and mental anguish and extensive time commitments on afternoons and weekends? As if studying, being involved in clubs, working a job, etc. is not enough. Sacrificing every afternoon and Saturday participating in the hardest sport on top of everything else seems insane. What I love about high school wrestling is that it teaches you exactly what is needed to become a leader and a successful adult. How to persevere after repeatedly getting knocked down to the point of great despair until you eventually forget what despair is and learn to appreciate the struggle. As our principal explains how to handle hopeless moments, left foot, right foot, breathe. Keep moving forward. Everything will work out just fine. Unlike adults who have experienced it firsthand, kids don't realize that the entirety of adult life is a healthy struggle. Work can be a struggle. Family can be a struggle. Health can be a struggle. For this reason, the adults in your life who all know these life struggles are doing their absolute best to prepare you for those future struggles. Every practice, lecture, piece of advice is an effort to give you the tools to be highly successful in adult life. We are also fortunate to be a part, this is where I'm going to cry, of a wrestling family that has all your best interests in mind. We truly have a special group. Leaders on a wrestling team are generally slightly ahead of their peers in this regard. Just like everyone else, they know what times get tough. They feel emotional, physical, and spiritual exhaustion at times, but they understand the why, and this keeps them marching along, giving their best effort. In the end, giving it your everything is all that you can give. The sooner you understand the why and embrace the grind, the more motivated, committed, and successful you will find yourself, both on and off the mat. We've talked about the why on this channel more times than I can count. You're probably tired of hearing me talk about it. What is your why? Why do you wake up every morning? Why do you brush your teeth? Why do you do this? Why do you train? Why do you go to work? Why? You need your overall why. Why are you going to wrestling practice? Why do you go to the gym every day? What is your overall goal? What's my why? What pulls me out of bed every single day? My family. Providing for my family mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. That's my why. But then there's micro whys. Why am I going to the gym? Well, number one is so I don't die. I want to be healthy. Number two is because I love it. Because going to the gym makes you smarter. Every time you lift weights, your brain's just generating neurons to feel better about myself. And then there's a goal above that, and that's to win an IFBB Pro Show. I'm at a different level than a lot of people here, or a different level, not a better level, but I have different goals. Your goal might just be to be able to play with your kids, to be able to live a long, healthy life. I don't care what your goal is, but you need to find that why. And you need to make it all work together. You need to make it all come together. These wrestlers, every single day after school, they grind. 2.5 hour practices, meet after meet, back-to-back meets, tournaments, 5 matches a day. I've seen in these wrestlers more than I've seen in any adult I've trained. I've coached over 10,000 adults, both indirectly and directly. And I've coached hundreds of kids, mostly soccer players, some baseball players, football players at every level. I've coached, you name it. Wrestlers are built different. They're tough. Look, if I asked a soccer team, now not every soccer team, there are some bad soccer teams, bad in a good way. I was about to say the A word. I'm trying to keep this, PG. I usually curse. Here's the deal. There's some bad soccer teams. You ask them to run up a mountain with a friggin' 400-pound ruck on their back, boom, they're up that mountain. They're done. They're gone. Because they want to win. Most soccer teams I coached, if I ask them to do an extra rep of squats, they're crying. I could ask this wrestling team, the most of which I wouldn't do because I know what I'm doing. If I told this wrestling team, hey, I want you to run around the school 400 times, drop down, give me 12,000 burpees, then I want you to max out on squats. They'd be there for 5 days trying to do that. They're built differently. Their mindset is different. When you look at this team, and you look at the guys coming up, and you look at if you ever see my Instagram, I post a kid, Drew Dodson, all the time. He's a beast. You look at guys who are the hardest working kid I've ever coached in my life, two of them. I'm going to point to a boy and a girl, okay? Grace, beast, and Will. Grace and Will at Ravenwood. Look, man, they weren't blessed with the greatest genetics. Tell you what, man, Will's a junior. Next year, he's going to be a force. And this year, he's made so many improvements. Grace has been here since we had literally 2 girls on the team. Guess what we did last week for the first time? Not only in Ravenwood history, but in Williamson County history. We won regional champs. Good coaches, good people. So here's what I want from you guys, right? I don't need you guys to run for council or mayor. I don't need you to run for school board, unless that's your thing. If you're like me and you just want to help, the way you help is by helping to develop our future generations. Show them a positive work ethic. Give them a positive role model. Be like Brody. Be like Coach Failer. Look, I know what it's like to search for a positive role model. This does not just like men be men. No, women can do it too. Anybody can do it. And if you're not a coach, help out. At the end of the day, man, these kids have great fathers. We live in a great community, and great mothers too. Like, we have the best parents in the world. But I hate to use the word, I'm not a socialist, but it does take a village. The more positive role models and influences. Look, I had a good father. I had a great father. Unfortunately, he was sick. So Coach Miles and Coach Scott McCrilla became when my father couldn't do it because he was too sick, they became my surrogate fathers. They became the stand-in fathers. So you need to look at yourself. Think, what can I do to better the world? And it doesn't mean going on Twitter and posting about Trump or this or that. That's fun. I do it. I'm guilty. I grift. But I also spend as much time as I can with these kids because that's what I care about. So I encourage all of you, I'm giving a call to action. Be more like Brody. Be more like Coach Failer. This is a man who, I'm not going to say his background, he could do a lot more with his career, right? He has a degree that he could do other things, make more money, drive fancy cars. Instead, he's at a high school helping kids. That's what it's all about. It's all about what you can do. Not only what you can do, how you can use this message to make you a better person. Okay, guys? Take it for what it's worth. Listen to that speech over again. Listen to what he wrote. Some mental jewels in there that'll take you far. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. Different kind of video. Something I felt compelled to do. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Like this video. Click on the notification bell. And if you had a coach influence you and helped you become the person you are, comment down below. I really want to hear your story. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Marc Lobliner. That's not a game. As an IFBB pro bodybuilder, husband, father of 3, and full-time high school strength coach, I need to know that my pre-workout can not only power me through the most grueling workouts, but also when I leave the gym, I want my brain to be firing at the ultimate capacity, at the highest level. That's why we created Ambrosia Kinetic, the only mushroom-enhanced pre-workout that not only helps you with energy, not only helps you with focus, but also gives you the power to grind through the most grueling workouts. Ambrosia Kinetic is the perfect pre-workout for in the gym and out of the gym. Try Kinetic today.